I wanted to understand what was holding small accounts back from growing an audience to thousands of followers on X. So I spoke with 100 beginner creators under 500 followers to understand what it is they were doing wrong. And to be quite honest with you, I was shocked. Many of them were making some of the most basic mistakes that I didn't even think I needed to talk about. So in this video, I'll be revealing some of the mistakes they're making, how to solve them quickly so you can get out of your own way and start growing on X fast. This one mistake is so common that nearly every beginner is guilty of doing it, and that is not having a consistent content schedule. It is no use trying to build an audience posting once every other day because you do not give your followers the opportunity to engage with you and trust that they're going to see you on the platform every day. Some content creators post between 2 and 3 good high quality posts a day and even up to 10 posts a day. It's really down to what you find is the ideal frequency for you. The ideal posting frequency is to post out a tweet every 2 to 3 hours in the time that your audience are online. So for example, if you live in the UK, there's no point posting out content at 3 a.m. in the morning because nobody's going to see it. Another great way to automate this is to use a content scheduler like Hypefury. Set up a super basic schedule, batch your content, and just throw your content into the scheduler. Once they're in the scheduler, you can know that your posts are going out with nice breaks in between so that you have maximum visibility of your content. The second mistake is counterintuitive but is super crucial and you need to understand it, and that is not engaging with other accounts. Engagement is the key to growth, and when people start creating, they think that all they need to do is create the most amazing content, but they forget the social aspect. Especially when you're under 500 followers, you need to be engaging on bigger accounts' content, otherwise your content is not going to get seen by anybody. You can ease off this at around about 1,000 followers, but when you're first starting out, your content almost doesn't matter. You want to aim for good, high quality comments that are valuable and add to the conversation on bigger accounts. Now, we do hear that some people go crazy and put out 20 to 30 comments a day, but just do what you can manage and make sure that whatever you do put out is valuable and is adding to the conversation. And if you want a number between 10 and 20 comments a day is manageable and doesn't make you seem like a spammer. Your mindset towards engaging should be trying to add value on the timeline. This could be by adding your own personal take on what that person has said and being positive. One of the worst mistakes you can do in engaging is trying to one-up the person who has made the original post, because the likelihood is you're just going to get muted and at the worst case get blocked into existence. The next mistake is counterintuitive, but it is crucial to understand, and that is making sure that you comment way more than you create posts. It is not uncommon for people to gain hundreds of followers when they put a high quality comment underneath a viral post. So keep your eyes peeled for good content and get there first by putting your notifications on. This next mistake repels potential followers faster than anything else, and that is selling too much on the timeline early on. Now, we're not saying to not sell at all, although there are some big creators who like to direct people to their newsletter so that they can sell in private and they leave their timeline completely for content. You want to get into the mindset that you must give a lot of free content away before you ask anything from your audience. An easy tip to make this simple is to just drop a link underneath your most engaged post of that day. That way you're not overawing your audience and you just have something subtle to make sure that they know you're a person that's selling something. The next mistake is that beginners often fall for this growth hack that does way more harm than good, and that is sending automated cold DMs all day, every day. Cold, unpersonalized direct messages have a really low chance of success. You want to focus on attracting inbound leads from the quality of your content. An alternative to just cold DMs is to chatting to people and engaging with their content and then moving it to a direct message afterwards. When you do direct message, make sure that you lead with value or even just be friendly. Now, the next mistake is neglecting a certain type of content that will leave growth on the table, and that is not doing long form posts. Long form content like threads gives you an opportunity to get greater reach and to also showcase your authority. Now, on X at the moment, you have some great tools to be able to stand out on the timeline. You can add in bullet points, add bold or italics, or add your own pictures and make sure that your long form content looks highly valuable. The better it looks, the more informative it is, the more chance that people are going to repost it or follow you based on the fact that you are creating some really good stuff. It's a good idea when you're starting to try and do one good quality long form piece of content every week. This next mistake is a simple tweak that can boost engagement significantly, and that is not posting videos or media with your posts. Visual content on any platform is powerful, and Elon is making X an everything app, so the sooner you can get used to doing video content, the better. Videos are now being favored by the algorithm, so if you can do a live stream or get on video and do some great short form content, you will be boosted in the algorithm. Even better if you can get your design hat on and do some cool graphics yourself. Hop on into apps like Canva and create some great graphics to go along with your posts, and you'll be seen as somebody creating some highly valuable posts. If you don't avoid this next mistake in posts, your account will be seen as bland and forgettable, and that is only ever sharing value and not ever injecting your personality. People come on social media to be entertained, and so if you inject your own personality as well as providing some value, then you'll be memorable. A great way to shortcut this is to create content and write exactly like you talk. This way people know it's you and they can hear your voice when they read your content. And if you're a funny guy, lean into it. If you just become a search engine with boring content, then people can get that on ChatGPT. So make sure you inject your personality as well as providing valuable information. The fastest way to blend in and slow your growth is to say what everybody else is saying. Stand out by having unique opinions and have the courage to actually express them. You can respectfully disagree with what the crowd are saying. If you know what you value and you know what you stand for, people will see you as somebody who can lead them. You can even start a little bit of controversy, but there is a balance between doing this and just saying outlandish stuff just for the heck of it. And those are the major mistakes that I see beginners making when they try and start their journey on X. I would recommend using Hypefury, a content scheduler, to get your posts batched and organized so that you can get a consistent stream of content going out on the platform. You can check it out in the link in the description below or go to hypefury.com. Also, click on this video over here to go from 0 to 10,000 followers fast.